Hi, this is Module 1, and this is my introduction video. My name is Prentice Potts. So, the demographics of where I live and work. Currently, I live in Kansas City, Kansas. The school that I work at is also located in Kansas City, Kansas. The name of the school is Washington High School. It is located in USD 500 School District. The type of working environment, it is a mix of different ethnicities. It is a Title I school. We currently have switched to block scheduling. So we have 90-minute blocks, 4 periods every day. We currently have an enrollment of about 1,054 kids, and that's 553 males and 501 females. The races that are at our school are black, white, Hispanic, Asian, and the other would be Burmese. And we've had some Somalian refugees that have moved in the last year or two. So we've watched the population increase. So, what does our school do well when dealing with students with special needs? I actually started my first year teaching at Washington in the special education department. So, what I noticed over the years is that our school does a great job of providing services to students who have special needs by basically, they have weekly special education meetings and briefings that, keep all staff up to date and up to par on anything that's might have changed. Any students that might be having troubles or any things like that. Uh, I think that they're very innovative as far as the technology that they use. Our SPED department is the only department in our school who has and uses smartboard technology. We all have Mac Chromebooks, but they've also given it to the life skills kids and things of that such. So another thing, and I think many districts do this, but the co-teaching in core classes, and recently we've started to do it in electives. So I think that is a huge plus. So personally, some things that I've done uh, that you can notice in my classroom when dealing with special education students. I use a favorable seating chart, and what I do is I try to keep them in the proximity of where I tend to be at the most. So if it's at my desk, I'll try to put a lot of my special education needs students there. Um, I exempt all special education students and life skills students from every other assignment. This is something that I started about 2 years ago. I just thought the workload was too much, and I noticed a trend that a lot of them would get things done, and it almost seemed like every other or every two or assignments they'd have done. So um, that's something that I just try to do as far as modifying the the workload for them. So um, collabing with multiple SPED teachers just to get a clear modification. I think working with two or three SPED teachers versus just working with that one gives you an advantage because there's different ways to accommodate and modify assignments to benefit students. So my proposed plan currently there's really no steps or procedures when dealing with general ed and SPED. There's no outside collaboration, outside growth to make that department better. The SPED department is just kind of its own department. They tend to, just really stick to themselves and handle their workload. Um, Also, the school, has IEP meetings. We actually just had one with our head principal. just kind of reiterating some of the SPED laws and rules as far as what can be done and what can't be done. Co-teaching in all classes where SPED students are in, so that's something that we do, and we try to do that pretty much through all core classes. So um, departments are divided, so there's no real ongoing collaboration as far as you might have a collab between that co-teacher and that English teacher, but you're not going to collab with, the business pathway or, the IT pathway or anything like that. So something to think about. Something that I would propose, all teachers should take SPED training. I feel like the year I taught special education, it really kind of groomed me and gave me the harsh reality of what certain students can and can't do as far as education wise. So, what is the best way to accommodate or modify assignments for a student? Uh, I think if you actually go through the training, you actually take some special education classes. I think that helps you figure that answer out a lot sooner. Continuous professional development that incorporates special education. I think ongoing training is the best thing as a educator. I think once you get stagnant in whatever it is you do, you kind of lose a little sharpness. So, um, not just having the SPED department come in once a year. If they could do a once in a month, twice a month training, I think some of the teachers would be much more equipped and more prepared to handle SPED cases on a day-to-day basis. So funding is really finicky in our district as well. I know that funding is based on usually your numbers from last year. We do a student count at the beginning of the year just to verify funds so we can continue to employ teachers in our district. So I get it. But the reality of it is in our district, you have to have something in place the prior year to get it approved for funding for the following year. So being proactive, I think, would allow for more PD with special education involved, and would allow for all students to not be certified, but just take some kind of SPED training to boost their knowledge about the department and the topic. So that's it.